So you've clicked on this video because you want to make $5,000 fast. So instead of actually borrowing money or using some sort of overdraft or taking out some sort of loan, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get $5,000 in the next 7 days. And honestly, anyone can do this. Now, before I continue the video, let me just give you a quick background on who I am and why I'm qualified to talk about something like this. So my name is Alim and I left the UK nearly 12 months ago. I literally quit my job, packed my bags and moved to Dubai. I had no savings and I just had a little bit of online income. Today, nearly 12 months later, I now own my own 6-figure coaching business, where I essentially help people scale to 10K a month by setting up their own info business where they sell their skills and knowledge to high ticket clients. So how can you make $5,000 in the next 7 days? Now, a lot of you people are probably looking at that and thinking, oh, that's not possible, I can't do this. And the reason being, right, because if you could make $5,000 over the next 7 days, you probably would have done it already. And one of the reasons why you don't believe you can do it is because of your mindset. You're so programmed to believe the only way you can make money is through a 9 to 5 and that there is no way for you to actually make true wealth. I'm here to sort of break that and say, look, no, you can. And literally anyone can do this. And if you don't believe me, well, a lot of my clients have been able to do the exact same thing. Okay, so how do we do this? How do we go about the next 7 days to make $5,000? Now, step one, what you need to do is create a YouTube channel. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, I don't want to create a YouTube channel. I don't want to create content. I don't want to put myself out there, X, Y, and Z. Firstly, you got to break out of that, because one of the reasons why you can't make $5,000 over the next 7 days currently is because you're so comfortable in your comfort zone. Trying to make a video just like I'm doing right now, filming it and putting it on YouTube might sound daunting to you. But you got to ask yourself, do you really want to make $5,000 over the next 7 days, or do you want to stay broke? So step one, create a YouTube channel. Just put a normal picture for like your profile picture on YouTube, ideally just like a headshot of yourself. And now you've got to decide on a niche, right? So once you've created your channel, you've got to decide on what type of content you're going to make. Now, there are so many types of content you can make, right? There's so many different styles you can have. You can have like a cinematic style YouTube channel. You can have raw videos, which is what I'm doing currently. You can have a highly edited YouTube video. You know, there's so many angles you can go at it with. Now, there's no real trick. I mean, all of these styles can work. You've just got to put your own little spin to it. I prefer to make raw videos because it just allows me to sort of speak clearly to you guys without a script. Some people like to script their videos, some people like to fully edit their videos, and that's fine too. But especially if you're starting out, I think what's going to be easier for a lot of you guys is just to make raw videos just like I'm doing now. And in my opinion, raw videos just bring out a lot more trust to your audience, which will be important for you to make $5,000. Now, when you're picking a topic, it needs to be something that you can create a program around. For example, I make money online and I teach other people how to make money online. So my YouTube channel is about how to make money online. There's someone else that sells like a mindset program, so they make videos around mindset. There's a woman that sells a knitting program. I don't believe she has a YouTube channel, but if she did, she would talk about knitting. And this person that is selling a knitting program is making nearly $20,000 a month. And this is why I believe pretty much any niche will work, because if someone's selling a knitting program and essentially is making $5,000 a week, any niche that you choose is going to be profitable. But make sure you choose a niche that you can use to then sell a program off. So I'll give you another example. There's someone that teaches how to stop drinking alcohol. So of course their YouTube channel is going to be about how to stop drinking alcohol. So whatever niche you decide, make sure you stick with it, create YouTube videos on it. Now, over the next 7 days, I want you to post as many videos as possible. Now, especially if you're going with this raw format, I want you to post a video a day, because what you're trying to do, especially for a new YouTube channel, is try to establish yourself on the YouTube algorithm so YouTube can find your audience and promote your videos to the right people. Now, I don't want you to look at YouTube as a source of views and trying to get lots of views and all that kind of stuff. You're not trying to get views, you're trying to get buyers. Now, I'll explain more about this later on in the video. Okay, step two, you're creating content now. What do you do? So the next thing that you need to do, especially if you're a beginner, right, is to create a Calendly page. Now, in the beginning, you don't necessarily need to have a fancy landing page. You don't necessarily need to have, you know, crazy website. Literally just create a Calendly page, create a booking page, and fill out your information on that booking page. So for example, I'll put mine on the screen right now. You can see, you know, it's a business strategy call. You can see my calendar. You can see my description on the left-hand side. This is what I put in my description of every video. Step three, you now need to create a program. So what type of program are you going to sell? So again, we go back to the niche that you're making videos about on YouTube. What can you use within that niche that can solve a problem for potential clients? So you need to really sit down and think. You know, you can even use AI, you can use ChatGPT and just sort of ask it questions, find out what you can sell on the back of it, do some research, look at some competitors, try to find something that you can sell. Now, this can be in the form of many different things, right? You can sell it in the form of one-to-one coaching, which I would recommend. You can also sell it in the form of a course, which I wouldn't normally recommend, but again, it depends on your niche. This can also be in the form of group coaching as well, or you could even start selling a community. But what I want you guys to do is focus on high ticket clients, right? Which you normally wouldn't get with a community, you normally wouldn't get with a course, and maybe with group coaching you do get that, but mainly with one-to-one coaching you will definitely get that. So I want you guys to sell a one-to-one coaching program which you can sell to high ticket clients. Now, in regards to pricing, your pricing should be anywhere over $2,500 or $3,000. Now that can be for a 3-month program or a 4-month program or even a 5-month program. You can even charge over $3,000 a month for your program. Again, you need to look at your niche, you need to look at the value you provide, you need to look at sort of the value they get over a year. Based around that, you sort of work out your pricing, but it has to be anything over $2,500 to $3,000. Now, depending on your niche, you can easily look at selling over $5,000. So let's say for this example, you'd sell your program for $5,000 for like a 3-month program. Well, you only need one client to make $5,000. Just think about that for a second. To get one client, that will make you $5,000. Now, a lot of people try to sell these low ticket programs, like you sell like a community for like $25, $50 a month. I used to do that, and I can tell you guys for free, you don't really make much money. It's actually harder to get clients for like a low ticket program than it is to get clients for a high ticket program. Because for example, if you're charging $50 a month, well, you'll need 100 clients to make $5,000. Whereas if you charge $5,000, you only need one client. Okay, so now you've created your program, you understand what you're going to sell to the client, you understand how you're going to deliver your one-to-one coaching, you've got your niche, you've got your YouTube channel, you've got your Calendly page. Well, what do you do next? Well, literally keep posting YouTube videos. Over the next 7 days, I want you to post 1 video a day. Make sure to have your Calendly link in the description. Make sure when you're creating content, right, not necessarily the production value, not necessarily, you know, how the videos come across with editing and all that kind of stuff. The main focus literally should be providing as much value as possible. And providing value is the only way you're going to build trust. It's the only way that clients are actually going to want to sign up with you. Now, I don't want you to look at views, right, and think, okay, if I start a YouTube channel, I'm not going to get views straight off the bat. You're not going to get like 1,000 views, 10,000 views. I mean, it does happen, right? A lot of people do get views in the beginning, but a lot of people don't, right? When you're making a YouTube channel, you're sort of growing your audience, you're growing your channel, going to take time. But I'll give you an example, right? I had a video where I got 79 views and I made over $5,000 on that video alone. So that just shows you, right? Views aren't that important, right? Because there are people that are getting over 100,000 views and they don't get paid nearly as close to what I got paid. Because a lot of people just make YouTube content for AdSense, right? And I don't really make content for AdSense. I make content for my business. Now, what's going to happen when you're making these YouTube videos, when you're creating content, you're providing value, what's going to happen is you're going to get people that are going to book in sales call with you. Now, sales call is essentially where you pitch your program to your potential client and you explain to them that this is what your program's offering. You ask them questions, you find out what their issue is, what their problem is, how you can solve it, and provide like a presentation going through everything that you can help that client with. Now, you're going to have to deal with some objection handling because a lot of people aren't willing to sort of spend $5,000 straight off the bat or spend some money up front. They're going to be a little bit doubtful. The trust isn't going to be there, so they might not be fully willing to commit. But it's your job to convince them on that call that your program is correct for them. Now, quick disclaimer, if your program isn't correct for them and you know this, don't try to sell it to them. Because a lot of people try to, you know, just for the sake of a sale and just for the sake of making money, they try to convince someone that their program is the solution to their problem when they themselves know it's not. And trust me, in the long run, this is not going to be good for you. So you don't want to really do that. Make sure that you qualify the customer before you start pitching your program to your potential client. And if they don't qualify, just politely let them know that unfortunately they don't qualify for the program and just be upfront with them. Now, guys, I've literally broken this down, how you can make $5,000 in a week, right? And honestly, I say $5,000 in a week. I know people that have started this program and have made $10,000 in a week or $12,000 in a week or $15,000 in a week. Honestly, it's very possible. Like, for example, there's a 15-year-old that I know is making over $3,000 a day. Like, if that doesn't show you what's possible, I don't know what will. And guys, if you are struggling with this, right, you don't know how you're going to set this up, you don't know what program to choose, you don't know what skills you have, you don't know what niche to set up, you don't know how to set up your YouTube channel, and you want some help creating content, you want some help building your personal brand, you want some help building your business where you can make over $10,000 a month, well, this is exactly what I provided by coaching program. So essentially, I help you guys set up these type of businesses where you can sell your knowledge and skills to high ticket clients. Now, if that does sound like you can either DM me on Instagram or you can book in a call with me by clicking the link in the description. And what we'll do is we'll jump on a call and I'll see how I can help you. But honestly, guys, this is one of the quickest and fastest ways to make $5,000 a week. And if you want to keep making money, then yeah, keep making YouTube videos, keep creating content, keep building your business, you know, learn the ins and outs of it, try to find a way to scale it, provide as much value as possible to your clients. And honestly, you'll then make a proper business out of it.